Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm Jimmy Rance. I'm just kind of getting ready to make some dressing. And I do it the old Southern way. I saute some onions, bell pepper, and celery. And back here, I'm boiling some water. And I'm going to put some bouillon in it, some chicken bouillon in it. And I got my cornbread I made last night. And so I'm going to take these sauteed vegetables when they're ready, and I will put them in here, mix them up. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to take some of the bouillon water, and I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to mix it up real good until it's kind of moist. Not soupy, but moist. Then after I do that, I'll transfer my dressing into my baking dish, and I will come over here. This year I wanted to make a turkey in the crock pot, and I've been cooking it for quite a while, so it's going to be so tender, it's very juicy. And I'll take some of the juice from the turkey and I will mix it up with my cornbread, and then I'll put a few dollops of butter, maybe 6 on top, pop it in the oven at about 375 for about 30 to 45 minutes. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm just sharing with you a little bit about what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. One other thing that I want to say, and I owe you an apology. I said yesterday I made a video about how I'm thinking about making a video concerning some unbelievable things concerning my wife. I've decided, after talking to a few people that I dearly trust and like, even some family, that I'm not going to do it, because no matter how I tell the story, it's going to make it sound like I'm dogging out my wife, and I'm not going to disrespect her, and I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. To be honest with you, she didn't really, well, she did do some things wrong, but her biggest thing she did wrong was falling in love with me. Not per se that she fell in love with me, but that the way she went about trying to get my attention, she had every intention of trying to hook me. She was infatuated with me, and no matter what, she was going to get me. And it was some of the things she did that was maybe a little off the wall, and she didn't really do anything wrong. Not in that regard. All's fair in love and war, you know. So I can't dog her out. This is a woman that I deeply cared for, and I'm not going to make her look like a fool just because she fell in love with me and wanted me. Then after she got me, she told me some things before we got married that weren't exactly true. They weren't terrible things, but I guess you could just say they were not truthful. And when I found out a lot of these things after she died, it just really hurt my feelings. I couldn't believe my wife, who had, I thought, such a wonderful character, such a loving woman, and she was. She was a perfect wife to me. I have to admit that. And we had a great marriage. And just because she loved me and she did some unorthodox things to try to get me in the beginning, it's like she chased me until I caught her. Think about that for a minute. She chased me, and then I caught her. And whenever she passed away, I found out a few things that were not exactly the truth, but these were things she told me before we got married. And when I found out after she passed away, it hurt me terribly. I'm just going to leave it there, guys. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. I thought the story was worth telling because it's so interesting. It's unbelievable, and it's credibly genius, to be honest with you, what she did to go after me, get me, keep me. And then when she passed away, there were some hurtful things that I found out that wasn't exactly true. Just so it's not like a clickbait thing, one of the things is her age. She didn't really tell me her real age at first. Actually, she was 1 year older than what I thought she was. She told me her birth date was in November, but I found out that she really had a birthday in December, a year earlier than what I thought. She told me some things that had to do with finances that I don't really want to get into, but there were some things promised to me that if something happened to my wife, that I would get certain things that I found out after she died that I'm really not entitled to because she made someone a beneficiary other than me. And that other person was her son. But the real kicker here is, and again, I'm not trying to dog her out. I'm just trying to give you a few little things that's, that she told me. Before we got married, she told me she had no children and she could not have any children. I found out after her death that she had 2 sons. And when she passed away, she said she has a 401k and she has her own private bank account that had a lot of money in it. And whenever she passed away, she said, just go to the bank with a death certificate. They'll take the money and transfer it to my personal bank instantly on the spot. She told me where her 401k was. To go there with a death certificate, they'll do the same thing. I called up that company. Well, they told me that there was no such person that ever had a 401k with this company, and that just shocked me. I went to the bank like she told me to do. I walked in the bank and I said, I'm here to close out my wife's account. My wife said that you'll transfer any funds that she has into my banking account. I gave them the death certificate, proved who I was. They said, I'm sorry, Jim, but your wife has a beneficiary, so I can't close the account out, so all the money's going to go to them. And whenever I talk to the 401k people, come to find out after some research, the company that she told me that she was with, she wasn't. She was with another company. So she kind of told me a little fib about that. So I called the other company and they said, yes, sir, she does have a account here, but that account is at a zero balance because she moved her money, her 401k money, and folks, we're talking almost $500,000 here, into another investment company, and she bought IRAs. But guess what? She put someone else as the beneficiary, and that someone else was her son. So he got all the money and I didn't, which, I don't really care about the money. It was just the fact that she told me that. I thought that I was going to get the money. It would have been a tremendous help, but it wasn't, really necessary for me to have it. I don't care about the money. I really don't. And the reason she couldn't tell me the truth about anything is because if she told me one thing, that would lead to something else. I found out, I thought that my wife was going to be getting her Social Security starting next month on the 17th, on the 3rd Wednesday of the month. Social Security office informed me, I'm sorry, Jim, your wife has been collecting Social Security since last February, and I didn't even know about it. She couldn't tell me that because then she would have to tell me that she was older and have to explain that. She would have had to explain everything. I guess one of the most hurtful things is she told me that her last name was a certain name. Well, come to find out, that really wasn't her maiden name. It was something else that I found out through some investigation. So for 10 solid years, over 10 years, more like 12 years, I thought my wife was somebody else than who she really truly was, and it devastated me. She loved me, she wanted me worse than anything, and she got me. There's a lot more to the story that I'm not going to get into, but I thought I would at least just share this little bit with you. My wife was a wonderful woman. She told some fibs in the beginning, and she could not undo those fibs by telling me the truth, because she knows me, she knows my character, and she probably thought if she told me the truth that I probably would not forgive it. I would be angry, and it could possibly destroy the marriage. So what she did is she thought she would keep her secrets to herself. She also thought that I would die before her because I'm almost 10 years older than my wife. And so she was just trying to be a good mom and set her children up in case if she died. But she really thought that I would die first, but it didn't work that way. I'm not really going to say any more because, again, I don't want to disrespect her. Shame on her for falling in love with me, I guess, and shame on her for trying to be a good mother to protect her kid. I'm Jimmy Rance.